welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be talking about cultural shocks. Now I have a part 1 cultural shock video that I recorded like last year or the year before. I'll put it on the screen, but it's like I'm 3.5 years into being in America and I still have crazy cultural shocks. I have notes because I just don't want to forget. Some of them I didn't speak about in the first video because I hadn't really encountered them, or honestly speaking I just forgot. So let's get this video started. The first one, guys, you see the cleaners situation. The cleaners here, the way their cleaning situation is set up here is so different to South Africa, especially having somebody who's had a living nanny, well not nanny, a living cleaning lady, and just the cleaner that comes 8 in the morning and leaves at 5 o'clock. Here the cleaners don't do that. So depending on how much you earn, apparently here if you're rich you really can afford a cleaner, or you have some sort of money you can afford a cleaner. And now I struggle with our cleaners because we have cleaners that come every other week, okay, and they always here for like 3 to 4 hours to clean the house, and I'm like, what? This house is like triple our house size, and our cleaners will come at 8 in the morning and they would leave at 5 and they clean stuff. Another thing is the cleaners here, they don't wash the dishes. When they come, they like basically vacuum. Sometimes I have to tell them to like lift the carpet to the mat or like move it around. They don't like wash the dishes. They don't just like, there's so many, they don't wash the sheets. They take the sheets off the bed, they put them on the bed, but you have to wash them yourself. And like I asked, because I got my host mom's mom to ask, like, why don't they wash the dishes? Because you know, we were taught to like respect all auntie, you don't just like question whatever. So I keep feeling bad because I was like, oh, I don't want to be disrespectful, and I genuinely don't want to, but in the same breath I'm like, I feel like they're just robbing. Like the headboards, they wouldn't wipe them properly, whatever. And there are some other cleaners that are amazing. My friends have cleaners that come every week and they will split up the house and they will basically go on the floor with a toothbrush and scrub. But I was so surprised because they don't do like the washing, they don't take the curtains down, they don't like open the cupboards and take like, you know, like how they'll take out the scuff tins out and like fold the scuff things neatly. These, they don't even put the dishes in the dishwasher. Like, guys, so that is one of the things, like the way the cleaning system works here and the way it works in South Africa, that I think by far I'm still learning to adjust to it because it's so different. Apparently if you're really rich, you can afford a cleaner like every single day and like do how we have it back home. So when I said to my friends once, oh, we had a living helping lady and we had those that come 8 to 5, they were like, oh my gosh, you guys are probably so rich back home. I was like, nah fam, it's not as expensive as it is here because they get quite a lot of money and they clean. Well, when I say quite a lot of money, I think it's because I keep converting it to rands. I shouldn't do that. But they literally, like the way they clean and the way their system is set up, I'm always like, oh my gosh. And my host mom even said to me, like, it's gonna be harder for you because you used the cleaning system one way and then you come here and it's so different, whereas for them here they're so used to it. Number 2, I think this for me was a cultural shock, and I'll touch on it more, was yeah, they have box bacon, like bacon that stays in the pantry. I was just like, I always saw on TV that they have like interesting foods, but I was like, what? Let me actually get it for you guys and show you guys what it looks like. This is the box bacon. Can you guys see? See, this is literally bacon. It does not stay in the fridge, it stays in the pantry. It doesn't have to be in the fridge, which I find so bizarre. It's fully cooked, it's warm, like as you can see, it's out of a box bacon. I was just like, guys, what is this? Like, I've had it though, it tastes like bacon. You heat it up in the microwave, but it's a no. And then another thing with this is I saw candy floss grapes. Guys, they taste exactly like candy floss. I'll put the video here on the screen somewhere, but they taste exactly like candy floss. I was like, how did they do it? But it's science. It's literally grapes that taste like candy floss. Number 3, I don't know why America does this because I still get confused. The date order. The way they have their date order is so confusing because every time I have to write the date, I constantly have to think, is it the 2nd month or is it the even now I'm like already confused. So like when it's past 12 days, it's amazing. 12, 13 days, because you know there's no 13th month. You know there's no like 13th month, so you're like, okay, this is the month, this is the day, this is the year. So here it is month first, day second, year third. Even the way I've been here for so long and I still have to think about it. So for my birthday, I would get confused every time because I would write, I would say, for example, my birthday is, like my real birthday is the 2nd of September. So in South Africa, I would put the 020993. Whereas here, they wanted me, I have to put 090203. And so I would get here, and whenever I had to put my date of birth, I would put the whole 020903, like South Africa. And they'd be like, oh, my sister's also born on like the 2nd of Feb, or like, you know, the 9th of Feb or something like that. And I'm like, no, my birthday's not on the 9th of Feb, it's on the 2nd of September. And they're like, oh, then you mixed it up. And so I had to like re-put the dates back. But when it's on the day where it's like past the 12th, it's amazing, because I still sometimes get confused. Okay. The next thing, I think I've spoken about this on one of my videos. You have to tip for everything. And I really don't mind being generous and tipping, but it always frustrates me when somebody, not to say they don't deserve it, but you know when you just feel like the waiter is just not present. They don't want to serve you, they're not there. Or like if you feel like your Uber driver is just, literally like this one Uber driver when we were in Chicago dropped us off like 5 blocks away from our location because he was lazy to go into the traffic. He's like, oh, there's always traffic here, he doesn't want to turn into that road. And I was in heels, we were going out that night, I was in heels, and so we had to jump off and we had to walk all the way. And I was like, I paid for a full ride to jump off in front of the door, and you're gonna drop me up here, and still we had to tip him. I was just like irritated, because at the end of the day, you know, you tip for everything, but I feel like with some people, they just don't deserve to be tipped. But you still have to tip because I'm trying to be a good Christian, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, the tipping thing, because I know back home, not many people tip, and I've been a waiter at home, and like, people tip if they want to, but you just pay for the meal. Some places now, because of the pandemic, they've included the tip in. By the time your bill comes, it will come with the tip included. Okay, next one. Oh my gosh, the portions are massive. Guys, when I tell y'all, if I had to show y'all the size of my Nutella jar, you guys would laugh at me. The portions here are massive, like the food portions, the chicken, even Trevor Noah made a joke about it. He was like, what chicken wings are these? Because they look massive.
What chicken is this? I was like, how big is the wing of this chicken? What dinosaur chickens do you guys have here? Because that's not the size of any normal chicken anywhere in the world.
The small here, I would say, is like our medium large back home. Their fries, even with the coffee, I remember the first time I experienced it, I was getting a coffee and I was just like, why is my coffee so big? I was at McDonald's and I asked him, yes, it was coffee. It was like a drink, it was coffee or Coke. And I said to him, I think you gave me a medium or a large. And he was like, no, that's the small. And I was just like, the portions are very, to a point where like, even if you buy, in some places when you buy a drink, they just make you pay like $3, for example, and you can get small, medium or large. It's up to you. But I find their portions so big. Like, they're very generous with their portions. And I understand why there's this whole 400 pounds live situation. And maybe it's because I don't get full on anything. I almost ate a whole pizza last night, so let me not judge. Okay, the next thing. Oh my gosh, I didn't speak about this in my other video, and I was reminded about it the other day. You have to pay, you know, at the airport. So like when you travel back home, you get to the airport, you get a cart and you can put your suitcases in, and it's free. It's amazing, it's great. Here you have to pay for it, my lovies. When you get to the airport and you want to use a card, you have to put your card in, or you have to pay somewhere, but you have to pay for those cards. You can't just get to the airport and use them. They're not going to really work. You have to pay for the card. You can't just be like, I'm going. I think I've never used them, but when we got there, we wanted to use them and we were like, it's not starting, it hasn't started or something. I think you have to like pay and you get a code or whatever, but it does not work. Whereas back home, when I was coming and when I was going, I threw all my suitcases in and I just used it and it was fine. Here, you pay for everything. Americans make money, guys. They like making money anyway. Okay, number 7. This one I find hilarious because when I came in 2016 for my first year, I was like laughing because I was watching TV, and on TV there was an ad, and the Sprint, I think the Sprint VP of that time, whatever, he moved over from Verizon. He was like a VP at Verizon, and then they hired him at Sprint, something of that sort. But I was so surprised in their ads. They're so shady. Like they will say, when you're tired of shopping at Pep, come to Ackermans, you know, stuff like that. They would like literally, they won't even like try hint, hint, nudge, nudge. No, they would literally call you out. So back home, Mr. Price could be like, when you're tired of shopping at like Milady's, for example, come to us, on the whole ad. Or they'd be like, oh, when you're tired of eating that cheap stuff at Wimpy, come over to Spur. We will feed you. We will make you. And I was like, this is on TV. You guys diss one another in broad daylight. It's adverts and it's funny, but in the same breath, I was just like, I don't remember having adverts that just diss one another. It could be different now, but back home I don't remember. I remember there was like a whole DA, ANC. The people were wearing like the EFF colors or something like that, like the party colors, and there was an ad like that. But it caused such an uproar, like people were just not happy about it. Whereas here, how shame. They shall diss your company, your food store, your hair. They will come for you. Number 8, and I don't know if I touched on this. I just realized this the other day because I was telling my friend that you can turn on red here. So if the traffic light or the robot is red, you can still go as long as it's safe to go. Whereas in South Africa, you can't turn on red. So what it means is you can't turn right. In our case, we'd be able to turn left. You can't turn left, for example, in South Africa. I mean, yeah, you can't turn left or right in South Africa if the robot is red. You have to stop and wait. Whereas here, if the robot is red, you can turn right. Some places will say do not turn right, then you can't. But in most places, you can turn right if it's red, as long as it's clear. So the car's coming, you have to make sure there's no cars coming, there's no cars turning, then you can go. You will not get a ticket. Number 9. Guys, the dating situation here, and I have a video about dating in America versus dating in South Africa that's up somewhere. I think I may have touched on about it. But my host family and me and Shivani and Priya, we've had hours of debating about the dating situation here. Because as you guys know, I'm young, I'm dating, whatever. But I cannot, for the sake of my motherland, I cannot get used to the dating situation here. It is so complicated and just so, like here it is like exclusive, which means me and you are seeing one another, but we're not dating. And then there's just the dating here is like, we're dating, but we're also dating other people. So we're not exclusive, which means I can be going on like dates with a guy and hang out with him every single day. But if he doesn't tell me that we're exclusive, he can be going on dates also with other girls. So he can be going on dates the whole day in the day and then come to me at night every single day. And I think I'm the only one. Meantime, he's going on dates with other people. And he's seeing 2 or 3 or 4 people and he's done nothing wrong. That for me, I'm just like, woo, gosh, no, it's a no. It's a wrap. And then it's also the thing of like online dating. Like here, online dating is way more acceptable than in South Africa. I know South Africa is slowly doing it, but here it's way more acceptable. I find here it's not frowned upon, and there's actually so many couples I know that I've met from online dating. There's just protocols and there's different options. Oh my gosh, guys, there is like tons and tons and tons of dating apps here. Like think of any type. You want a sugar mama, sugar daddy, old cougar, young, Benton, side chick, one night stand, Cupid, guys, Christian, Muslim, Islamic, Asian. I get crushed an Asian app, just by the way. There's so many options. It's like, just type in dating here on your Play Store, Google Store, whatever. You'll scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and then you can do these what's these blind date ones where you pay like $35 or $40, whatever, and you sit in the chair and then they go and they go and they go and they go. It's like, this is an actual one that is at a venue. They have single nights. There's like so many things. But yeah, that for me, I'm just like, yo guys, there's so many. I just thought it's normal. You meet a guy at a mall, at school, at a play, whatever. Here there's like so many options. Okay, and then number 10, I mean my last one. I cannot believe, guys, it is ridiculous They have so many options for milk, it's not even funny. They have almond milk, they have almond milk unsweetened, sweetened. They have oat milk, they have whole milk, they have 50-50%, that's like the half and half. They have skim milk, they have is it slim milk, or what's this other milk? They have what? They have this lactose milk. Then they have what are the other milks? There's like more milks they just have. There's banana milk, there's avocado milk, there's what are the milks? Like I've seen, well, when I've done my vegan situations, I've gone to the store and yo guys, the first time I bought milk, I realized my host family was like, I must get whole milk, I must buy milk for the house. And I was like, yeah sure, I am at the store. I stood there and I was like, wait, which one do we buy? Because there's so many red boxes. I had to like literally ask them, which one do we buy? And so there's like a lot. There's like, I think almond skim milk. No, there's just, guys, when I say there's at least 10 different options of milk, at least 10. Whatever you can wash, whatever you can be the most fussiest person, I'm sure there's milk for you. That's the craziest thing. There's like milk for some people are allergic to this, so you can have that milk. You're allergic to almonds, you can have that milk. You're allergic to oatmeal, you can have that milk. It's just like milk everywhere. But yeah, so this is my other cultural shocks. I feel like there are so much more. When I tell you, I'm constantly like, huh? What? Why do you guys have that? Oh really? I'm literally, it's so much fun. And so yeah, I am gonna end this video here. Also, I'm gonna have my friends who are Americans. They are Americans and they are dying to come on my channel, and I am dying to have them on my channel. So comment down below and ask me questions for them. We're probably gonna do like an accent challenge, and we're probably gonna do like where I ask them stuff like, what do you call this, what do you call that, and you know, like that. What ideas do you guys have, video ideas that I should do with them? They are super keen, they're super excited to be on the channel, and I'm excited to have them too. Anyways, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.